in the dirt. Say it again, man, and that's a reverse. Never rehearse, jumping in first. Call up the nurse, put the beat in the hearse.
So you've seen the title of the video. We are reacting to TJ Hunt's R34 GTR. This thing is insane. It is beautiful. It is essentially what you would do if you won the lottery and had an R34 GTR or bought one, right? It's insane. He has done the top of the top with everything and it is just beautiful, right? So let's cover a few things before we jump in. He got a R34 GTR with a fine spec engine in it. They stroker kitted it out to a 2.8 now because it's a Nismo fine spec with a HKS stroker kit out to 2.8. So that's what he started with. The car was beautiful. It was Midnight Purple 3 as far as I'm aware. And then he took it to Tommy F, which is a guy in Connecticut that essentially just rebuilds GTRs to OEM plus spec. OEM plus a lot of power, right? So he uses all Nismo parts, all factory parts, and just gets you to the best GTR you could ever have, right? And TJ has done that and essentially thrown him a blank check and said, made it awesome. Full Z-Tune carbon aero, all the stuff that he took off, so front bumper, bonnet, etc., he has kept, and we'll talk about why he kept that in a moment, because we're actually covering two cars in this reaction video. And then he has gone over, you know what, I've got to show you the car. Here is the car. So you obviously saw it at the beginning of the video, but here it is. You can see the exposed carbon down here. As far as I'm aware, it's got exposed carbon on the inside of the fenders. So you can see that it is carbon because it's all carbon, all the aero. And then he kept the other bits. Keep in mind, he kept the other bits. Now, then he's also upgraded the brakes to Brembos, and he has kept the stock brakes. Keep in mind, kept them. So we'll touch on that in a bit. He then went through, got 630 horsepower out of this thing, and it's insane, right?
You gotta feel a brake boost in this, and you gotta listen. The way it builds boost is so fucking insane. Listen to this.
So that's where he started. He did a couple of things on the interior, not a lot because the interior was very clean, and TJ does like factory looking interiors, and I can completely resonate with that because it does look nice and clean and tidy. Upgraded the steering wheel, things like that. But he started with this engine here, the RB28 essentially, RB26 they stroker kitted it out to a 2.8, but this was the original engine that they were playing with, right? It's a Nismo fine spec, very rare, very nice, very good, very nice.
Hello, sexy banana. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Hello, Nicki Minaj.
And then he money shifted and damaged something. So at that point, he went and bought this motor, which is an HKS 2.8 stroker engine, crate engine, brand new, right? $50,000 US for this engine. Crazy, I know, but he didn't want his car off the road. He wanted it to be back on the road as soon as possible, obviously, because he loved it. So he went and bought this. Nuts, right? And there it is back in the car and running. Look how pristine this entire build is. It's just ridiculous. Everything is beautiful. Everything is brand new. You can see that exposed carbon through here. They are going to be rebuilding that damaged motor, which is all well and good. So they've got another spare. TJ's got spare engines coming out of the wazoo. Look at these intakes, all carbon, all the Nismo. Like, look how thick that intercooler is. It's crazy. This thing's beautiful. It's perfect, right? Now, that is all well and good. So he's gone through, he's got all the Nismo carbon aero. He's got the HKS 2.8 motor in it, about 630 horsepower, probably play with it a little bit more, whatever. Over 600 horsepower, it's what you want to play with. It's what you want to have, maybe even more in an all-wheel drive car, right? It's just going to be fun all day. This thing is perfect. So perfect, and he wanted to share it with everyone so much that he's building a second, but in a GTST, which is here. This is the RB25 from the GTST. They've gone with a new turbo. They've gone with a forward-facing plenum. They have spent the $3,000 and put the RB26 valve covers and covers on the engine so it doesn't look gross like 25s do. It looks beautiful. They've gone through and they've put all of the GTR aero on it. They've gone through and they've put the all the spare aero that came off of TJ's GTR has gone onto this car. They're matching the wheels. They're matching the brakes. They're putting the GTR brakes on this, so you won't get the Brambos, but you get the GTR brakes. And it's their giveaway car. Like, I don't know if I've said that already, but it's a giveaway car. He's giving this away. It is literally a duplicate of his GTR, right? So you can see it there in the background. That is the GTST, the spare GTR, I guess you can call it, whatever. Rear-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive, but a lot of fun. As far as I'm aware, they're doing the same interior, so it's going to be GTR seats, it's going to be the nice new steering wheel, or you may get the Street Hunter steering wheel that he does, it's his brand. And this thing's just insane. All the spare parts that came off of his GTR, so you know there's GTR parts, are going on this, and then you can win it for the price of a t-shirt. It's ridiculous. If I could actually win it in Australia, I would be buying some of his stuff just to get entries, but they don't do it in Australia, so I'm spewing, and I'm all right, I'll deal with it. But it's insane. This guy has just built the best GTR around. Midnight Purple GTR around. It's better than Adam LZ's. I'll say it right now. It's better than Adam LZ's. I'm sorry, but it is. This one is just a lot nicer. Obviously not this one on the screen. TJ's GTR, beautiful. Right, second to none. And he hasn't gone over the top. It's not like 1200 horsepower. He could probably squeeze up to there if he wanted with the motor that he's got. But he's kept it around that 600, 650 horsepower mark. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be reliable. It's just going to be the best dailyable GTR you've ever seen, right? So if you're in the States or you're in the area that you could win this GTST that he's building, please go and buy something from him. Purely because I can't win it. I'm not in the running because I'm in Australia. So go check it out. It's got the RB26 covers on the engine. It's got a new turbo. It's got forward-facing plenum. It's got twin radium, I think it is, fuel in-tank fuel pumps to support the motor. It's got all the GTR brakes. It's got the GTR aero. It's got the exact same wheels, which I'm not a fan of. You guys know that I do not like TE37s. I think they're boring. I think they're basic. I know they're light and all that, but they're just boring. The amount of Japanese amazing wheels that are out there. Let me quickly show you something. This is what a GTR can look like on really, really nice wheels. Work wheels, 3-piece, absolutely beautiful, polished lip. And I am surprised that TJ hasn't gone and done this because he does love his polished lip, you know, hot boy wheels. So I'm surprised he hasn't, but they're wheels. You can unbolt and bolt on any wheels you want. What I would love to see is him and HRE, the wheel company that he is kind of affiliated with, coming up with something really cool for the GTR, but whatever, it's his, and, you know, he's doing his thing, whatever. Personally, if it was mine, the wheels would be coming off like that straight away, and these ones would be going on because they're sick, but it's not my car, so I'm just going to react to it and let you know what I think. Apart from that, it's immaculate. Like, he's just done such a good job, you know. These boys, him and his crew and his friends that are doing these builds are just building really, really good cars. Like they're not completely OEM, and they're not completely ridiculous. If you put it on the scale of, you know, twin turbo Hurricane like Lamborghinis, down to your Honda that's got a hole in the muffler. Like they're in the middle, upper middle kind of thing. And by that, I mean, they're beautiful cars. They're OEM plus, but they're getting the extra power out of them. They're clean, they're tidy, they're straight. They're just doing them well. You know what I mean? I'm very, very jealous, but I'm also very, very happy for him that he's got this car and that he's got the success that he's been given, because he puts a lot of effort into his YouTube channel and his brand and all that. So really glad to see just a dude that seems like a nice dude really kind of killing it in the world, you know what I mean? And just building these beautiful cars for us to enjoy and watch the build of them. Because I'll be honest, I can't go and buy and build all the cars that he's doing, but he's kind of building them the way I would want to. So it's, you know, you get to watch someone do it and you're like, it's satisfying, because as much as you didn't get to do it and you don't get to drive it every day, at least someone did it. You know what I mean? So it's really good. Please go and check out his channel and go and check out this giveaway car, because the giveaway car, where is it? Over here, it's like for the price of a t-shirt or a keychain, you can win this. I think they're aiming for like 500 horsepower on this thing. It's Haltech everything, Iridium everything, like fuel system, Haltech management, absolutely out the wazoo. There's Haltech everywhere. I think these guys are actually sponsored by Haltech, so they're using them with a lot of stuff. I love Haltech. I use Haltech in all my cars. Supra's got an Elite 2000. The E46 is going to get an Elite 2500. Really good stuff. Haltech, just thank you for being around. I appreciate it. You're expensive, but you're worth it. So yeah, go and check it out, guys. I think that it's incredible. There's a slew of videos on this, on his GTR build and on the GTST build. So if you're interested, you can go and check them all out. But yeah, man, absolutely incredible. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll try and find something I don't like, but generally, if I don't like it, I'm just not going to talk about it. You know that whole saying, if you don't get anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's kind of my motto. I will keep it to myself if I don't enjoy it, apart from TE37s. Now, I know they're a good track wheel because they're light, but I do also know that they are very basic looking. And if you don't think they're basic looking compared to like a shiny 3-piece, you're lying to yourself. Like, I know people like them. I don't know why, but people like them. They're just not very flashy. Okay, that's the best way to put it. They're not flashy. They're fine. Like, they're fine as a wheel. I don't think they're worth the $4,000 that people are paying, but they're fine as a wheel. And they're lightweight, so I get it. But they're not flashy. I like flashy, and I guess that's just me. If you don't like flashy, you like subtle and discreet, then obviously go buy them. It's great. Okay, so thank you for coming along for this little reaction video to this absolute legend's beautiful cars and the fact that you can win one. So if you could, please like, please comment, please subscribe to the channel. Help me out so one day maybe we can be building some beautiful cars like this at this caliber on the channel every other month, like TJ seems to be doing, instead of me taking an entire year to just build a 1J E46, which, trust me, is frustrating me no end. I want this car done, I want to be enjoying it, and I want to show you guys it doing skids. So if you could help me out, it'll build the channel quicker, it will bring the AdSense in, and that means the build will happen sooner. Thank you for coming along, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys.